Welcome back to Voice of the Founding Fathers, and I'm your host, Dr. D. Lee Pippin. And today we're going to talk about something completely off the normal topics, but one that sort of relays into some of the other things we've been talking about, which is religion versus faith. Most people think they're the same thing. They're not. Religion is an organized group that's recognized, such as the Catholic Church, the Episcopal Church, the group of Church of Scientology, the Presbyterians, the Methodists, etc. Those are religions. Those are buildings created by man for man. And yes, religion provides structure, provides support for people. Religion has no business in politics. On the other side is faith. Faith is your personal relationship with God, which you need no religion for. Let me clarify. Faith is you and God and what you believe. That is your faith. That is your philosophy of life that you live by. Religion is where several that have similar ideas of faith, and sometimes other subject matters, congregate together to provide support and structure for each other. Sometimes we allow the human nature to corrupt the religion. And I'm reminiscent about the fact, if you travel through Europe and you go to some of the Gothic cathedrals and you look up in the ceiling, you will find a little statue of the devil. Just go and look, you'll find them. They're small, but they're there. And they were put there deliberately to remind people of one fact. And that fact is, the devil and his mischief is everywhere, including inside churches. You have to let your faith dictate your path. And that's where let's get into a little bit more of why that might be with the devil. Everyone thinks of the devil with horns and a pitchfork and a tail with pointy end to it. That is not the devil. Lucifer meant shining light, most beautiful. Lucifer was the most beautiful angel in all of heaven. And that is how the devil gets you, because he's gorgeous and enticing, and he's sweet by nature at times. And he brings you in. And slowly, the corruption moves through. Little piece by little piece. Many times you don't even notice it. Many times we're too busy to notice it. But the devil has been doing his mischief throughout this country. And it all started when we stopped actually having news be news. And instead, it's all opinion pieces, which should never be. All I want from my news is the facts. Give me what the facts are, and I'll make the decision of where is right and what's wrong. Not you. It's not your place to decide for me. And that goes for every network out there, because thus far, all of them have bought into the same agenda. And why? Because of ratings and money. And what's involved with ratings and money? The devil. There you go. Sell your soul so you look better. Sell your soul so you make more money. Sell your soul because you can sell out your own country. And folks, that's what's been happening. Moved into our politics. When's the last time you heard a politician actually give a platform that said what he planned on doing in a logical, concise manner. I haven't heard it since, I'd have to say, Reagan. That's a long time ago. Platforms today are all about my opponent and what he's done or what they're doing. I don't want to hear about your opponent from you. I want to hear about you. I want to hear about what you're doing. So, yes, we've gone off from religion and faith, but this is the same subject. Because that devil that you have to watch for in the church, which is religion, that can corrupt religion, is the same devil corrupting politics. And the same devil corrupting our Supreme Court. And in both those cases, a lot of them are talking about it based on religion. Not faith, religion. And God really doesn't care much about religion. God cares about your faith. God cares about your heart. God cares about your soul. That's what God cares about. And that's what you should care about. Your relationship with God. And stop listening to things that should sound to you wrong. Because usually if they sound wrong, they are wrong. Start thinking for yourself. Sort of like the three-chair stool. The three-legged stool. Three-legged stool, in religious terms, is dogma, scripture, and reason. So all three components make up your faith and your religion, or should. If you don't use all three components, then you're lacking something. And the most recent thing lacking for most is actually both scripture and reason. Lots of dogma. Lots and lots of dogma. Time to throw the dogma out. Time to bring in the scripture and the reason. Think. Actually use your heart, not your emotion. Stop letting everyone tell you something's bad or something's good. Judge it for yourself. Just like I expect you to judge every word I say to you. But when I tell you to go check the facts, check the facts. I'm not going to sit here and give you a bunch of nonsense like the pundits do just to rile you up with nothing to back it up. If it's my opinion, I'll tell you it's my opinion. But when it actually has something behind it, then there's a reason why. And that's more than just an opinion. That's a fact-based opinion. And though a lot of people say you can choose your facts, what facts you want, the reality is, if you're trying to nitpick out from a whole group of facts that are on the same subject, just something to make a point that you know goes against all the others, then you're deliberately trying to skew the facts. And that's the devil at work. So, ask yourself, who's running your life? God, the devil, religion, or faith? Where do you actually want to be? Because any of you that are true Bible scholars will remember all the stories about the Sadducees and the Pharisees from the Bible, and all the things Christ said in the New Testament about those that stand on top, professing loudly, versus the quiet ones in the corner that are humble in their faith. And with that note, remember, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and hit the like button, and you have a great day and an even better night. And we'll see you again soon.